Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to go crypto hunting for those hidden gems. We've talked about this quite a bit in the past. We've done some hidden gem episodes, so today is going to be no different. No edits, no really just full transparency. We're going to go right on through. We're going to show you guys how I do it and how I find these hidden gems. Our last hidden gem, I would consider being a hidden gem, was a review video, actually. I talked about how it had potential to be a hidden gem, and do remember, not every single time I say it is it going to be accurate, but here I'm just going to give you guys a brief overview of what this one was. It was Kurobo. We saw a 0.0028 back on March 28th when I made this video. It was just a quick review. I talked about how it had such big potential. So that 0.0028 on Kurobo actually has went now to a very whopping 12.46 cents. So I still hold a little bit of Kurobo, and I'm still seeing some massive gains. I believe just I think I have like $200 worth. I believe it was like $9,000 right now. So, you know, this is how you get very big returns, very big, you know, gains. It is obviously a higher risk, higher reward. So you don't want to put, you know, your family farm on it. You want to put money that you can afford to lose. Do remember, guys, this is not financial advice, so always do your own research before investing, as I am not a financial advisor. Let's jump straight into this, though, and give you guys my explanation on how I really go about doing this. So there's a bunch of different ways you can start. You can start by going to, let's say you want to search by just PancakeSwap. That's definitely something you can do. You can go to the top. Actually, I think I did this on CoinMarketCap usually. So we'll actually just stick to the normal way. As we see dominance actually dropping, I didn't see this go below 40%. I think ETH is actually at about 50% of the market cap of Bitcoin. I did hear something about that. I'm not sure if that's completely accurate. I haven't looked it up quite yet, but it's looking very solid as we continue to see, you know, altcoin season really come into play here. But without further ado, let's jump into how I go about searching for low market cap gems. So first off, you want to search by market cap, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is search by market cap. We have Bitcoin up front. Let's go down to the very bottom, and let's go a couple pages down. Let's go 5 pages to start, and you can start really wherever you would like. I'd say we start around this page 5 because you're going to have some coins that have some names already into them. Let's take a look actually at Kurobo, where this was at. So it looks like the rank on Kurobo, I'm not seeing a rank on Kurobo unless I'm missing it, which is actually crazy to see on the top left. Just, you know, on March 31st, we had 6,500 coins. What do we have now? We have a ton. So 7,232. So over 700 coins were made in that meantime. I'm not seeing this ranking here, so I'm not sure exactly what it was ranked. Maybe I'm missing it. Maybe you guys will tell me in the comment section if I'm missing it. But like I said, I don't think I'm seeing the rank. Let's maybe play it down, see if it goes down a little bit. Market cap doesn't even have a market cap, so maybe that's why it wasn't even showing up. So let's just go to page about, let's go to page like 6 and just start searching through that. Like I said, guys, you just go through to a random page in the market cap, make sure it's below, you know, 100 million market cap. If you want to find a decent increase, you can actually always go below even, you know, a couple million if you want to find an insane increase. But that's really where you're starting to get into very high risk, high reward. But like I said, that's where you're going to find some very big things. So we've actually talked about Illuvium before. It has very big potential behind it. We won't jump into that one because, like I said, we talked about it before. Let's try to find something we haven't talked about as a group before. So a lot of hidden gems, I like to look at the last 7 days chart, see if it's in the red. If it's in the red, if it's still a good chart, it doesn't really matter. But it does matter, obviously, being, you know, you want decent volume in the last 24 hours. You want okay market cap as well. Like I said, lower market cap, higher risk, higher reward. But 24-hour volume being at 216,000, I don't really love the idea of that chart right now. Let's see if we can find another good chart. So Flux could be a decent one. So we have $1 million as that 24-hour period, market cap being almost at 47 million. Let's take a look at Flux. Obviously a 92% increase in the last, or sorry, 97% increase in the last 7 days. Could still have a lot of room for growth. Obviously being at 578, there's usually a lot of room for growth left in these coins. So let's take a look at the website real quick, as well as a couple other things. So if we go take a look at the actual chart, you can find out what charts you guys kind of like. Obviously, this is the path that we wanted to see. So this is where you would want to buy the coin, obviously finding this before this massive increase, and a lot of really faith in the coin already took place. These are the coins that are going to be very hard to find, though, in this, you know, 0.16 range, or even, like I said, with Kurobo, 0.0028, I believe, or 0.028. Those are going to be the hard ones to find at those levels. But, you know, we are looking at the mid small cap hidden gems right now. So let's take a look at what we all have. So KuCoin is a very big positive. Obviously, the fact that Flux is listed on KuCoin makes it very, very accessible, very easy to grab. with pretty much no fees. I mean, there are fees obviously, but they're not too bad at all. So let's take a look at the Flux website and see what this is all about. All right, so we go down a little bit here. It's just right in the front there, so I can't really see. Okay, so we're looking through here. We see Flux, decentralized cloud infrastructure. We can see it does have a lot of partners that it looks like it's scrolling through here, or these may be the exchanges they're listed on too. It looks like there's also Yahoo Finance, so they must be on the a few articles for Yahoo Finance, which obviously means they've done some big things in the past. Flux is the gateway to blockchain. Flux is the cryptocurrency powering Flux ecosystem, including a massive decentralized Okay, so I do like the sound of this one already. Flux provides incentives for miners and Flux node operators on a highly scalable Flux network. So I think this one does actually have a bunch of potential. Zelcore and Zelcore Plus, so a fully featured digital asset wallet for everyone. Store and manage over 275 cryptocurrencies and assets, including up to 12 individual wallet addresses for each. So like I said, guys, this one's looking really, really good. So they talk about, not your keys, not your crypto. I like that saying, so that's already a positive. Flux nodes and Flux OS. We talk also about, really they have articles at the bottom as well. It looks like 5.6 was the most recent article. Looking for devs or not, up to you. Blockchain project distribution, they talk about that. April 29th looks like the last they did a Flux trading competition, win a share of 1 million Flux prize pool. So that's actually pretty good. I do think, considering with all the stuff I'm looking at, if you wanted to deep dive into this, see if this is actually a hidden gem for you, it definitely could be. I do say, usually you want to find the flaws very, very quickly. If you find a flaw, get the heck out of there and move on, because there are so many coins to take a look at. This one doesn't have too many flaws. Another thing I like to do when I first hop in that I didn't do actually on this one some reason is I like to click the Twitter link right away. Make sure they are up to date and they're not a coin that is dying. This is something you have to do more or less when you're looking at even smaller market cap gems, because with these a little bit larger around the 500, 600, 700 ranking range, you don't have to do this near as much, because most likely they have that market cap because they're still going about it, and they're still solid foundations and working, have a lot of people working on them. So I'm going to follow Flux. Actually, I'm very interested to see where Flux goes. I think it's definitely one that has a lot of potential, but it's, like I said, one of those things where you have to keep going quickly. So Flux, if you want to look farther into that, you definitely can. I probably will keep this one as a at least of a watch list. I might add it to my watch list, kind of just see if there's ever a good dip to buy in, because like I said, there was already a nice solid increase, and we may have missed the kind of the ship on our initial increase, our initial gains, but there definitely could be another one coming. So it's a good idea to keep an eye on some of these. So we did a quick look at some 500s. Let's jump down to something much smaller. If we go down to the very bottom, let's go to about page 18. I don't know what we'll be looking at then. We might be looking at just garbage, but we'll see. This doesn't look too bad. This is actually fairly good. We have market cap a little above 1 million. I'd actually like to get it even smaller, to be honest. Let's go to 22. So this is where I want to see. 460,000. The volume is very, very low. These are the coins that will make you crazy, crazy amounts of money if you get in one with a solid, solid potential, or solid, really just a project with a good team. So I don't really love any of these graphs yet. These are also very, very hard to find good looking projects when you are this far down, because a lot of these are also kind of dying projects as well. Obviously, $485 of trade volume in the last 24 hours is not something you ever really want to invest in unless you're looking for something or know something that other people don't. Looking around though, we have a decent amount of okay options. Nothing I want to really jump into right now. A lot of red flags. Obviously, red flags being, question marks. Usually I don't like to jump into. I don't like to jump into ones with, like I said, 24-hour volume below like $10,000. That's already a no for me. Market cap has to be, reasonable. We are at very, very low market cap, so it is going to be hard to find something pretty reasonable or realistic. Jumping through these, it is going to be tough. We're going to go back to 21. We're going to go up from here until we can find something good. I mean, like I said, guys, this takes a lot of time to actually, jump into this and find some good stuff. So I don't want to take all day here finding you guys some stuff. So let's take a look and try to go kind of quicker about it. Liquidity dividends protocol. That's not terrible. It's the graph's a little bit crazy for me. Tesla funds. I'm assuming that's a meme coin just based on the coin there, so I'm not going to jump into that. Also, the 24-hour volume is very, very low. The easiest thing to find red flags right now is just looking at the 24-hour volume. So the Tornado Core actually looks fairly decent. A lot of movement going on, but I would like to see what it all has in place. So remember, guys, the actual price of the coin doesn't matter. It's all about the market cap. The higher the market cap, obviously, the more money it takes to move it, the more money it takes to take away to move it down. Obviously, the more money you put in, the more it goes up. But it takes, like I said, more money, the higher the market cap. So that's why these are higher risk, higher rewards, because they are low market cap. If we take a look at the last 90 days, it does look like a fairly low point right now, and we could always jump back up to these. We've seen plenty of coins have these kind of dips after a good looking beginning to their coin. The big thing right now is I'm worried that this coin is maybe dead. So let's go to Tornado Finance. Let's go to the Twitter maybe and take a quick look, and you can actually do that on KuCoin as well if you guys want to speed up your process of looking. You can go to Tornado Coin on Twitter. April 9th was their last tweet. That's definitely not recent, but it's definitely recent enough to where they're still probably working hard and going at it. So it looks like between their tweets there is some time between them, 2 to 3 weeks depending. So maybe they are just still working hard at it and just not giving us much updates, which I don't love. But if you go to their Telegram, you can do that as well and find more information on it. Just based on the website itself, I already don't like it, honestly, and I'm out of there. Maybe it's a good coin, maybe it's not. Unfortunately, the website looks a little bit janky, so I'm not going to even mess with it. $625,000 in the last 24 hours as volume looks pretty good to me, so I was hoping to get in there and see if there was anything useful going on. But we'll stay away from that one for now. Jumping down a little bit more, we do have, this could be interesting. Let's check out Bezop. I'm not sure what Bezop is, or if it even if I'm saying it right, but let's check out Bezop. Let's go to their Twitter as well. So the website looks fine. We'll jump more into that in a second, though. Twitter looks like, see here, this is a no-go. So November 25th, 2020, it was the last time they have a tweet, which unfortunately is just a no-go for me, not even worth looking into. Let's go on back and let's see what else we have to look at. So was Bezop actually one with a decent volume there? I think it was actually a decent volume. I'm not sure what it was, but let's keep going down and see if we can find something with better volume as well as a better looking chart. So right now, nothing special that's pointing out. Obviously, like I said, you're going to have lower success rate down here than you will, the higher up you go. So now we're getting close to $1 million market cap. This is where you should start to find some better projects. Still will take some research, obviously, to find them, but this is definitely a spot where you'll find better projects at the very least. Nothing quite yet that really rings or makes me look twice. I do want to say, let's see here. Let's just keep going down. I don't see much yet. Like I said, Bit token could be interesting just because there's a lot of volume there, and it's a decent increase over the last, 7 days. It looks like it dipped back down, so we actually would be getting a good entry point. Let's take a look at Bit token. It's about 22 cents right now, so it's actually a good steal. Let's see where it's at as well. So Uniswap, unfortunately, Ethereum fees are pretty high right now. That could be slowing down a lot of people, though. That could be lowering the volume. So we actually had a nice dip here. This could be a great entry point, depending. Let's see. So we went up to about 37.6. Then we are already all the way down to about that 22 cent range. We went down to about 15, though, 18. So if I've been watching this for a while, this is why you add it to your wait list or watch list. If somebody else doesn't know about it, you don't actually have to buy it right then and there. This could easily drop down a couple more cents. You could get this, maybe let's say we get it down to 10 cents. You get double the amount of tokens, or 11 cents. You get double the amount of tokens you would have initially got. So you do have to be patient in this game as well. Do remember, if it's a good project and nobody knows about it yet, what is 2 more days going to do? Most likely still nobody's going to know about it. So anytime, you're jumping into this, that's just another thing to keep in mind. Let's go to their Twitter, make sure they're still alive. May 10th. All right. So they are still alive 4 days ago. Hope you're building your bag of Bit token. Still over a month left to farm 4 Bit during this round. So it looks like they still have stuff going on. Let's take a look at their website. This is going to be the promising or non-promising factor here. I don't hate the graphics, but let's see what it's all about. Welcome to the Bit Token Club. The Bit Token is for you. It is designed to reward members every crypto community for their contribution and participation in the crypto space. Unfortunately, this is going to look like kind of like another moon coin, to be honest. They all have the same kind of concept behind them. We're the best. We don't do anything, but you get rewarded by just holding on to it. So there's a lot of potential maybe here for short-term gains. It definitely doesn't look like a coin that has a lot of future based on their ideals and use cases, unfortunately, which I don't really love. So we are going to back out of that one. Bit token, though, if you're looking for something a little bit riskier, it's actually not a terrible spot right now to buy in because you are at a very solid dip. I did like the graph of that one quite a lot, so it's kind of unfortunate that didn't work out for me. Let's take a look at crypto. It's Galaxy. As soon as they say Galaxy or something about the moon, usually they're meme coins and they don't do much for me, but let's just take a look for the fun of it. Taking a look at this one. Let's go to Twitter first, like always. And if you guys get this down as well, you can go very, very quickly. I'm trying to go a little bit slower for your guys' sake. So 2019 was their last tweet. Way too old for me. I'm out of there. What was their 24-hour volume being 461,000? That doesn't make much sense to me. Very, very shocked by that. I would be very careful investing in anything, well, when they don't have any updates on their Twitter account. Obviously, their Telegram could be pumping crazily, I guess, but from the looks of it, I'm not going to be investing in that one. Jumping around a little bit more, let's see if we can find you one before we end this episode off. I want to definitely try to find you guys a good low cap, potentially. We found a mid cap hidden gem pretty quickly, but a low cap hidden gems, they always take longer than the mid caps, obviously. There's just a lot to look through. And, some of these crafts look terrible, but they actually could be just decent, coins with a lot of volatility. That's definitely something that can happen with low market cap. Looking around still, I do see GoByte. So let's see if this is anything worthwhile here. Let's go to Twitter. Okay, their Twitter, let's see here. 1 hour ago, they retweeted something. Okay, I like the idea of this already. They look very, very active. Let's take a look at their actual website. Let's check out their 24-hour volume. We are looking at a 13-cent price point right now. Market cap at 1.2 mil. We do have 24-hour volume being very, very low at $6,000. Could still have potential behind it. Let's not give up on it yet. GoByte makes using crypto easy. GoByte's Web3 multi-currency wallet makes crypto easy to spend, easy to receive, and easy to manage no matter what the cryptocurrency you use. I like the idea behind it, actually. Buy GoByte crypto. So maybe this is why the volume is so low. To be honest, they don't have great exchanges if I'm looking at that right. Yeah, so hit BTC, obviously a trust score that's just fair on CoinGecko. Could be kind of pointing a lot of people in the wrong direction. So this is something that could be worth looking into. I won't say it's our hidden gem for a low cap, but we'll give it a couple more minutes, see if we can find anything else. GoByte is unfortunately our current winner right now. It could be a great coin. Like I said, I don't dive too deep into it when I'm just giving you guys, ideas of what coins could be good. I would obviously do a lot more research before personally investing, and I definitely suggest you doing the same, as this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. But jumping into a few more, let's do like a couple more looks. If we can find anything, worthwhile to jump into, take a look at. Impulse Ven. So this one actually has a ton of volume in the last 24 hours. Market cap's very low, $1.41. It's not bad. We're getting a little higher on the market cap, so we're over a million here, so it should be easier to find some solid coins. Let's take a look at the Twitter here. Make sure they're still up to date. Looks like Uniswap is their go-to. May 11th. So yeah, they're still up to date. They're still going. Let's take a look at what they're all doing with Impulse7.com. A lot of it relies a lot on the UI on the website as well. Obviously, people that okay, so I like the UI already. Wow, I like this one already just based on the features. Let's see. Fast, cheap, and fully decentralized trading. Impulse Ven is complete decentralized finance ecosystem that offers a range of solutions, including lending, staking, farming, trading, and a decentralized exchange all in one suite. So we have what is Impulse Ven. It goes over what they are, staking rewards. Right. So this one's actually looking very promising. They do have Q4 2021 having major partnership being in there. Unfortunately, you can't just say major partnership and get it. So they will have to go out and find that major partnership. I'm assuming they don't have one in play and they're just waiting to, announce it Q4 2021. So that is going to be a, hard one to get. But, a lot of this is actually looking pretty good. We see smart contract developed. We saw the CMC and CoinGecko listing. Obviously, we found it on CoinGecko, so that must be complete. I won't go through and, make sure these are all accurate. I'm assuming they are. Definitely always check the roadmap to make sure they're up to date and actually doing what they say on the roadmap. But we also see the wallet launch, DAO launch, Impulse 7 NFT, lending and borrowing platform launch. So this could actually be fairly good. We see their tokenomics as well, talking about what they're doing. I don't know much about the team. Obviously, you'd have to deep dive into their team and see what they've all done in the past to see if they're people that could actually accomplish this, make these things happen. Are they people you believe in? That's definitely something you want to look into. But Impulse Ven actually looks pretty good. I'm going to say Impulse Ven is definitely another, probably on the the mid cap hidden gem section, because we are, above that that $2.8 million in trading volume in the last 24 hours, but the market cap being that 1.198. I do think this is actually a fairly good entry point. If we took a look at the last 180 days, we saw it actually start up about $3, and now we're at this $1.43. We're actually at a very low spot for a lot of people to jump in. So it's actually not a bad spot at all. I think this is actually a decent entry point, a decent coin, a decent future. Do your own research, obviously. Like I said, guys, I'm not deep diving as much as I would if I was investing. So definitely deep dive if you are looking to invest. But yeah, from the looks of it, Impulse Ven is actually a decent looking coin. We'll take a look at the Kurobo coin as well. So when I was looking at Kurobo coin the very first time, we had trading volume of just 38,000. So it is hard to find those kind of coins. Obviously, the market cap wasn't even showing, so it was very, very low. But yeah, it's just crazy to think, there's a lot of hidden gems out there. You just have to go out there and find them. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to this video. I really do appreciate it. It's always fun to go look for those hidden gems with you guys. Hopefully one day we find something that I can say this is for sure the thing. We've done it with a couple others. Let's take a look at Typerium. That was our first coin that we ever, talked about being a hidden gem at the time. It was a very, very low market cap. So it has tanked since then. See, that's the problem with some of these. If you're getting at such low market caps, they could definitely tank. We talked about it actually before this huge rise. I believe it was like March 25th or so, around that range. We actually started this series and talked about it. We saw this massive, massive increase. So actually, if you rode it to the top and sold, you actually did very, very well. If you're doing even a decent strategy of selling, to make some profits on the way up, that was actually a good call. We actually made a lot of profits on the way up if I was to invest in it, which I didn't invest in it, unfortunately, it looks like. But it did come back down, and it looks like it's all the way back down. It actually doesn't look like it's staying alive very much at all. But like I said, guys, if you were able to follow that correctly and take profits on the way up, which I always suggest taking profits, you were able to make some good money because it went from 0.001 to 0.006. So about a 6x potentially, depending on where you sold all your money, obviously, or I guess sold all your tokens. But for the most part, it looks like it has some good progress there. But like I said, guys, you're never going to sell, or you're never going to, get too many people buying your coins when you're only on LA token and KTEX. They needed to get on something like KuCoin or even just like Uniswap or PancakeSwap. They needed something. Obviously, just having these two exchanges wasn't enough for them. We'll see if maybe they'll come back and come after it. Let's see their Twitter account. Maybe they said something crazy. Typerium app is now live. May 7th, they said Australian company Canva hits a value of 15 billion US. So I guess they're still talking about it. They're still talking. They're still trying to support themselves. So maybe they'll shoot back up. Maybe this is a great entry point. This 0.00046 could be a great entry point. So if you're looking to take a risk, maybe that's the risk you take. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is your buddy Crypto Prophet. I will see you guys all in the next one. Make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. I'll see you all in the next one.